You start recording.
So in the client export, we have the three types of client copies here: local client copy, and so remote client copy, then client export and import method. Client export and import method here. So local, we know within the system from one client to another client. Either it's a newly created client it's already existing client. You can copy the data here within the system or within the system from one client to another client. So remote client copy means it's like between two systems from one client to another client to copy the data. That is called the remote client copy. So remote client copy. So here we have, so one more thing is called the client export and import. So client export and import also called the one type of remote client copy only. So here, suppose if you see, this is the one system, we have one more system also available here. Suppose we want to do the client copy from one system. Suppose like example, we have the ECP is available here. We want to do the data copy to the ECD. Either you can use the remote client copy to perform the data copy here. To perform the data, we can use the remote client copy here, right? So at the same time, so suppose if the data size is more than 1 TB or more than 2 TB, depends upon the data size and network bandwidth. Then the data size is more than 1 TB data. Then in this case, so doing the remote client copy via RFC, then it may be create some problems, network problems. Sometimes the packets may lost due to the network issues or why? Because 1 TB data copying means it's take 2 days or 3 days it will take, right? So it may take some time. So in between something is happens, again you need to restart the session. It may take some time again. So all those things here, right? So to avoid this one, SAP introduced the one more procedure that is called the client export and import procedure. So which means, so both the systems will share the common trans directory at operating system level. Both the system will share the common trans directory. Both the systems will share the common trans directory here. Both the systems will share the common trans directory in, so at SAP level, common SAP level, OS level, it will share the USR SAP the trans directory. It will share the common trans directory here. So in this trans directory, so this is the mounted for the, this is the common directory for the ECP system, ECD system, whatever the systems you are including in the landscape. All the three systems or four systems or five systems will use the common trans directory. So in this case, instead of doing so direct data transfer from ECP one system to another system, so you can do the export to the here, then you can do the import to the here, export import business, kind of export import business. You can do the export using SCC8 transaction code. Then once the data is exported to the in the common trans directory, then you can initiate the import method using the SCC7. Then import you can enable it here. Export and import method. So from here, from source to file system, you are exporting. From here to here, you are doing the import method. So that is called the export and import method here. That is called the source export, then import method here. So the only thing is here, we are not directly transferring. It's not the direct mechanism, same as like remote client copy. Remote client copy is direct transferring to the your target location, right? But Export import is not the direct transfer here. Just this is for the just exporting to the file system here, then halfway to from here to here, you can import it here. This is the two-way mechanism, export and import. So this is a safer method, and also, but it is a time-taking method, but it is the safer method here. So if the data size is more than 1 TB, that time we can use the export import. If it is the below 1 TB, so then you can use the so this direct remote copy, you can use it here. So what you need to do, just you can go to the SCC8 for the export here, right? Just you can use the export SCC8, you can use for export here, right? You go to the SCC8. Okay, we logged in with the SAP start. Nothing is there here.
But how can we know that source memory is this much of data like that?
Yeah, I will come to that point. Don't worry. Okay. So when you go to the SA38, SA38 here, SA38 or SE38, there is a one report, RS. So space check, RS space check. Then if you use this one, you will come to know what is the size of the your client data. What is the size of the your client data? Just you will get the all those things here. Just if you click on the execute button, you will come to know the size, everything almost you will get it out here. So here what we need to do, here you need to just pull what are the tables name, maybe put the star. So then large tables, you can put it out star, just click on the execute button. So it may take very longer time here. Why? Because it will gather the all the tables. Suppose all the table size, it will gather, it will display how much space, how much size is required. All the information it will gather it here. So this is the report RS space check, RS size check. I think two reports are there here. So using these two reports, you will come to know what is the space of the so your current client here. Based on that, same space you required in the target side also. So target same space means same space, either operating system level, you require the same space here, not the memory here. Same space you required here in the target side, in the C drive or D drive where your so database folders are installed, same space you required here. Okay. So using this report, RS space check or RS site check, I think there is no report, I think it's removed. I think they have. Yeah, there is no. So only RS space check, we have the report. Previously, we have the two reports. I think they have removed this one. So we have the RS space check. It will give the information. It will give the information how much space you required here, how much space you required for here. Suppose I will take the example of the here, one table here, right? One table here. So then just click on the OK button. So how much you required space KB is 43 MB. So if you just keep on, instead of doing all those things, just give the star here, so that it will take some time. It will calculate the all the tables here, right? It will calculate the all the so all the tables here. So that is the thing here. We will get the list of size here. Size you will get it out here. So then make sure we have the same size we required in the target side also. Okay. So then go to SCC8 here. Then select the profile, which data you want to export, which data, either which data, which profile, which authorization. So which data you want to do that one. Select only small number of profile. Then so which system, either which system you want to do. So that you can select it, click on which system, either ECD to ECP, or we want within the ECD itself, ECD to different client. So whatever you want. So you can just select the which client. So, okay. Then click on the OK button. Then schedule as a background job here. So if you schedule as a background job, then it will be schedule as a background job means it will create the so just click on the schedule as a background job. It will create the one job at a file. And also it is exporting, right? Whenever it is exporting, it is creating the files. It will creating the three files. It is creating the three files here. See here. So one is the SID K0. One is the SID KT, SID KX. So K0 means KO. KO means cross client data. And KT means client specific data. KX means client specific text. So these three files will be creating under, so this three files will be creating under USR SAP SID, USR SAP trans directory. In the trans directory, in the co files and the data files, so these three files will be created here. These three files will be created here. All right. So just if I click on the OK button, then background job is scheduled. Then we can monitor the job status in the SCC3 here. So here we can monitor it here, exports. So here it is processing. You can see it is processing. So it is doing the export here. It is doing the export here, right? It is exporting here. So like this, we can do the, like this we can do the so analysis here. So it is processing here, right? So like this we can, so we can do the exports. Like this we can do the export of the your client here, export of the your client. So which means we are not doing the direct transfer here. We are not doing the so direct transfer here. Here we are using the, so here we are using the so client export and import method, which means not the direct transfer here. Just middle, we are dropping somewhere. From there, one more person will pick up, will deliver to you. Suppose it's like one city and another city. So if you are directly giving the order to here, delivery to here, that is the remote client copy. So you are not directly giving the order here. Just you are in between two cities. There is a one common point in center location, then you are going to there, you are placing here your product. From here, one more person will pick up, will deliver to you. That is called the export import business, right? Export import business. So same way, the remote client copy also we can use this one also. Either you can use the remote client copy if you have the very good network bandwidth. Otherwise, you can use the this export and import method. You can use it. Anything, either use this one, or either you can use the so remote client copy also, you can use it here. So you can use it here, export data.
I think files will be created in the bin directory, not in data. Because as
File?
log I can see, because I mean when it's shown that the three files, it was saying that that was present in the bin directory.
No, the configuration files in the bin directory. The configuration files are in the bin directory.
Okay.
So then the data export will come into the one it will create the one file as a co-files. One file it will create as a co-file. Then one more file it will create as a data file. Data file it will come to the here.
The series of
So,
42, I guess.
yes, series it will come 40. Yeah, this is the, what is the number here? Yeah, 42 series, I think. So it will
42.
come.
Ending with
Yeah,
42.
yeah, it will come. So yeah, 42.
Yeah.
42. If you see the log, it is getting exported here. So once it is exported, the files will be created. It's the data size of the data. One use size data file will be created here. Then in the target location, we can log into the target. So there, just you can go to the SCC7. Then we can import the data here. We can import the data from here. So you can take the session either within the system or outside of the system. Just you can take it out. One more session, just you can import it here. But currently the client copy is active. So it may take some time to complete it here. That's why if you choose the lowest profile, maybe SAP underscore user or some lowest profile, it will be completed very soon. So it will be completed very soon here. Normally rare cases, we may use this one. Why? Because here it will use the operating system level space. Then from here to here, we have to do that one. Means it's a two-way mechanism. one-way exporting, one-way importing here. So it's a time-taking process, but it's a safer approach. Safer approach means, suppose when you are importing, in case of it get cancelled, then you can just again we can import, we can take from the trans directory, we can import it to the here. But here in the source, suppose when you are doing the remote client copy, if it is cancelled, then you have to take it from the source. Again, you need to reset the lock in the source, then you have to do the client copy here. So there are the multiple issues we may face it here. But it's a very less size. Maybe that's why if the below 1 TB or below, we can use the safer side remote client copy. You can use it. It's a more than 1 terabyte. Some customers, they will prefer export and import method. So that's the thing
Sir,
here.
if in between it got interrupted or it will throw some message, sir, error.
Yeah, definitely in the status one, it will throw the message, right? It will throw the,
663.
you can see here the file log. Maybe let me cancel here. If I cancel it, it will throw the here cancelled, right? Just if we go to the log, it will give the some information why it got cancelled. So why it give the details here, all the information, how many tables are copied. So all the information to table, number of exited programs, it will be copied. All those things will be copied here. So it will be copied here. Then when you go to again SEC8, now it we have cancelled. So it will take time. It will take few minutes to close the all the connections and everything here. Till then you can see client copy is still active, like that it is getting. Go to the exports. See here it is cancelled. We only cancelled. See the log here. You open the log, then see the log here, today's date. System log. Let's see here. So here,
when we import, do we have to attach the file in Notepad, or the import we pick it from the core file automatic?
Notepad. Which file you want to attach to the here?
No, we downloaded it first, and the USR trans.
Yes.
Do we have to open it in Notepad and
Not required.
import?
Not required.
Not
required. Not required.
Okay.
Not required to open it here. Why? Because if you open it, sometimes it may be corrupted. Why? Because the data in the non-readable format. Suppose if you see here.
Okay, the system will just pick it from here straight.
Yes, right, yes. So see here, I have opened the one of the data file which was generated previously, right? So just if I am opening one file here, see here, it is in the non-readable format, means so we cannot read it, but system can read it. What is this data? So what is this data is exist here, system can read it. So if we open it, we can open it, but we cannot understand what is this exactly, right? So data file we cannot be readable here, but co-file can be readable here. So co-file just give the information. Co-file is the just a control file. So what is this exactly? Like this, it will give the some information. That's it. Nothing will be there here in the co-file. But data file is the very important. Actual data stores in the data file only. Well, that is the reason the size may increase sometimes, depends upon the size. Size may decrease, it depends upon the size here. So it may decrease, it may increase, and it may decrease also. Let me go to again it's showing the client copy active. So let me check the job here, whether still the job is active or not. Yeah, job is still active. So let me cancel the job. Cancel the active jobs here. Yes, so job is cancelled here. Now, a lot of jobs are running in the system. Okay. So that is fine. So now if I go to SCC8, now you got the data here. Just select the small profile. This is the smallest profile, SAP underscore user. So then here you can select the either group. Also we can select it transport group. which means which is applicable for the how many systems are there, all the systems will be showed here. So our next class is the transport administration. That time you will get the what is this group here. So you can select the single individual system also, you can select it here. So then click on the copy button, then schedule as a background job here immediately, then schedule a job. Then here you can see, so files are getting created here, ECD. So every time whenever you are doing the export, three files will be generated here, KO, KT, KX. It's very important here. When you are doing the export, how many files will be generated? So how many requests will be created here? KO, KT, KX. KO means cross client data. So KT means client specific data. KX means client specific text. This will be creating here. Just click on the OK button. So then, so just you can monitor the job status in SCC3 here. SCC3, you can see the status here. See here, this is doing now. It is exporting now.
Target means whichever the system we logged in, we have to give the target system because already we are just exporting.
We are just exporting from the same system. We can give it here. So different system also we can give it here. Same system or so different system also we can give it here.
Okay, but in remote we cannot give like that. In your export and import, we can give it like that. Any
Right.
okay, that is the difference. Got it.
So some issues, some errors, you see that it's ended with the errors. So here we need to find out what happened here. So here you can see error reporting the request here. So what happened? So then we need to find out the errors here. If you go to the detailed log, then so what happened here? Why that request got in error? Just if you see here, then you will come to know. This is the log file. You will come to know more details here. Why the PR got ended here. So all the information you will get from here. So one program is existed, 118 entries in the command line. So but it got ended, it got error. It will give the some error here. So that one, so we need to check it out here. System logs. If you open the system log, so it will give the error when you started, when it is ended, it will give the some errors here, why it got failed. So actually for this one, for the remote, for this client export import, there is a client export import, there is a TMS concept. The next topic is our TMS this should be STMS, this should be exist here, but our TMS configuration is not properly configured. So it's not configured. That's why there is no connection to our ECP2, ECD system or ECD2, ECP system. There is no connection. So that is the reason. So it's not, that is the reason it's giving the error here. That is the reason it got failed here, right? Means the connection is not properly established between two systems here. RFC destination is okay. That is for the, so for local or remote client copies, transferring the data, that is fine. For this client export and import, which required the TMS configurations, client export and import is required the TMS configuration. Why? Because TMS configuration is required here. Why? Because this trans directory, this USR SAP trans directory is comes under the TMS concept. So after the client copies are completed, so then our next topic is the transport management system. That is the next topic is our. So this topic is depend on the that topic. I thought of it will be configured by our guys, but I think let's configure quickly. Then you will get the, you can also do some practice also. So what we have to do, this is a configuration. Normally you will get this, all those things. Okay, this is done. Some waiting to be included. Okay, so both the systems I have included now. See here, both the systems are in the domain controller here. So now we are good to perform that export import method. It will work here. The export import method will work from here. So let me do some other configuration also. So that it will be you can practice the export import, but export import rare cases the people will use. Why? Because it's a time taking process, export import process, and also it will use the your OS level, it will use the OS level some space also, operating system level some space also it will use it. So that's the reason. So they will use the so normally transport target. So they will use the so direct transfer only they will use it. It's a one time method, so directly it will go. It's a one time method, so directly they will use this one. And because target we have given the ECP, but it should not it should not give ECP. So this is the mapping actually. Don't worry, we have separate class for this one. For now, just I'm giving this one.
All topics will be covered in TMS, transport management system.
Yes. All this will be covered in our TMS topic. That is the topic. Actually, this is dependency on the topic. So right. So what will happen now? Whenever you do export here, so then it will go to ECP system. It will go to the ECP the 600 client. It will go to the ECP the 600 client. It will go and add to the 600 client here. So that is what it will happen here. So this group will tell from which how many targets are there. All those things we can add it here. Okay, this group will tell. So this is what the aim. So whenever this way our landscape, our system landscape, we will define it here. So development to quality, quality to production, production to so product like this, we will define our landscape here. So here, whatever the configuration you are doing here, the same way So your data will be moved to the respective systems here. Same way, the data will be moved to the respective systems here. So let me check here whether we have the 600 client are there or not, first of all. Yeah, 600 is there here. Okay, we have the 600 client is there. So let me log off. Why? Because I am in the 000. So we don't require to log into the 000 here, right? So why? Because we are doing in the here. So just go to the here, then select any one of the profile. Just you can select it. Go to the SCC8, SCC8, then select the same target system. Now you see, so ECP, then client, ECP, which client? We have the 600 client for practice purpose, right? Just select copy here, right? Schedule as a background job, immediately, schedule job, right? So, okay, then now 44 file is creating here. Now 44 file is creating here. So this will be exported here. This will be 44 file will be exported to the here. See here 44. So one file is created. TMS test file is created here. So then what about the data file here? Let me check here. Let me go to SCC3. So it is processing now. It is processing.
Ravindra, what is the user will be? It's a DDIC user or any user you can use it?
You can use any user. Any user we can use it. If the no user is exist in the target client, then that time so we can use the SAP star user. We can enable it.
I'm talking about the client copy export import.
Any
For that,
export means we have already user, then we have already data. Any user you can log in, which is having some super authorization, then we can export and we can import it. So it is.
So it's a kind of DDIC copy we can use, right? Any
right.
But before we start export and import, sir, we should create a landscape in HTML, right? Then
right. Yeah, that is the one thing. That is the mandatory thing. Actually, this topic is depending upon the STMS that will come from tomorrow onwards. There is a topic from tomorrow.
So basically, we are supposed to have a common folder to transport this. That's
right. On common folder here. So that once the data, everything will be
these files will be created in the particular data co file and the text file, and we need to copy that into the target system.
Right. Okay. Just to go to the target side, just click on the SCC7. Then it will be
select the particular
what files. Is the number? What is the number you are exporting now? So 44. That will come automatically. Just select the 44, import it. So now you can see the progress here. In the monitor screen, you can see the progress out of how many tables are copied here. Still how many are left here. So you can see the live processing here. You can see here live processing example. You can see it here. So the runtime monitor is getting increased here. So the tables, this is the table count here. So in the monitor screen, you have the monitor screen here. Just click on the monitor screen. It will show the example here. I think it's completed. It's completed now, right?
So you can log it easily.
It's completed now. Now we will go to the OS level. Then USR, SAP, so trans. Here we have the data folder.
44.
So 44. Then to RT 000 44 file created. KOKTKX, the KT file will be created here, right? It is a very huge size. It's very huge size here. Size is very big here. So, and also the co file also will be created here. One co file also will be created here. It's co file we can see it, so it's not a problem. The only thing is data file is the actual data. The client data will be stored here in the data file here. So try to open, then it will come in the some binary format, in the mission code format. So we cannot view its size is very high, so that's why it's taking time to load here. So then what we can do,
is it possible to see the third file, some text file?
Text file only I have opened, right, in the notepad.
What I'm saying is that we're creating 3 files, right? One is RT file, one is a KT file, and one is some related to TX file.
Yes, it will generate only one. All these 3 files will be merged, and it will create the one file that is called the RT and KT. R means data, K means co files. let me log in. I don't know what is the user for this client. Okay, SAP star worked here. Then just to
C7.
put the SCC7. So here SCC4, what I did is, so it is a production, right? So that's why we restricted here. So no restrictions, no restrictions, no restrictions, no restrictions, no restrictions. Yeah, ECD, something wrongly given here. See here, logical system, wrong logical system here. SCC7, client has not been exported by the data import. So still not responding. Okay, let me close. So we can log in. I log into the same, just to use the SCC7. So then it will come like 44 entry, it will come here. So 44 entry, it will come here, right? Like this, it will come here. Then just to select it in the same system, then schedule as a background job, immediately schedule, then click on continue, then that will be imported now. That will be imported now. Okay, so that will be imported. In the SCC3, we can monitor it here. In the SCC3, so we can SCC3 here we can monitor the, so you can monitor the data here, how it is importing, and many things are there here. So we can delete all those things, log files here.
After export, import will take all the details automatically.
Right. It will import it, so no need to worry. Only export we have the problem, but import will do. Import will import the all that. Whatever the exports you have done it, all the data will be imported here. So suppose if this file is corrupted, maybe something wrongly we did it, something here we are opening while importing, we are opening the file, we are doing something means, so it got cancelled. It will get cancelled here. It will get cancelled. So that is what will happen. Why? Because here already the import process keep on reading this file and importing into the SAP system client. But in between we are also opened, we are also doing the some edit option, some jumbling option we are doing here. So then immediately, definitely the data will be corrupted here. The file will be corrupted. So we should not touch any files which are there in the data folder. That is called here in the, once it is exported, check files are generated or not. Yes, then you can go to the here. Then you can just do the import option. That is, we can do the import SCC7. You can import it. That will be imported here. So that will happen here. So that is what. So we need to perform. That is what we need to perform in the system here.
I just wanted to confirm it. These all things we have to do in setting of the target system, and we have to perform.
Right. So
Because
source we have to export it. So, but in the from here to here we have to import it. Source we have to
whatever we are exporting in the
that is called
target
source.
system only.
No. Export we have to do it from the source here. Here it is different. Remote client copies, local remote, we have to log into the target system.
Target system.
Where we have to, so we have to pull the data here. We have to pull the data here. Why? Because that is the one-way mechanism. But here, export import method is two-way mechanism. So here you have to log into the source system. Suppose like ECP example here. We took the ECD. Suppose example here, just you can log into the ECP, then execute the SCC8, then that will be exported here. Then log into the target client, then you can just execute the SCC7, then you can import the data from here to here. Source we have to export, target we have to, means here two systems you have to log in here. Two systems you have to log in, two systems you need authorization, two systems you need client authorization, you have to log in. That's why some members, they won't prefer this export and import methods here.
Yes, because the customer won't
Yeah.
provide the source systems details now. Because why he will provide to source system details to consultants?
Yeah,
Correct.
right.